Then we need to decide today's student on duty. And does any other volunteer wants to be the student on duty? This is the last time we have the student on duty. No one? Summary. Alright, so this will be the idea of our integration. So we can see some application. Okay, so the integrations, idea of the integrations will be applied in engineering. Okay, most often. Okay, so for example, this will be the axle, 就是那个轴啦，机械的那个什么轴。And then funnel 是肉的。And then this peel 就是药丸嘛。And also this beverage bottle 就是瓶子。And then pistol 就是那个活塞。You can see for these items, the cross-section area, all of them have the cross-section area circular cross-section area， 就是它们的截面都是圆盘，对不对？所以我们就可以 we can apply the methods we were done in these sections to find the volume for all of the items. Okay, and so the intended learning outcome by the end of the sections, you should be able to know how to use the disk methods to find the volume, and then how to use the washer methods to find the volume. And then if you are given a cross-sectional area, can you just sum up all the cross-section area to find the volume of solid? Alright, so this will be your three objectives we need to achieve by the end of the chapters. Okay? So this example, first of all, you should read the problem statement first. I'll give you 10 seconds. Okay, so you read the problem statement first. If you cannot understand the problem statement, you will not be able to deal with the questions. Okay, so shows the region in the first quadrant. Quadrant means 象限. Bounded by the two curves, okay, y equals x squared and y equals 2x. So the solid is formed by rotating the region about x equals -1. Okay, so just label the x minus 1 after you sketch the region, and then the next step will be labeling the x equal the rotation axis. Okay, and then find the volume. There are two questions. So first of all, try to rotate the region about y of x equals -1. So now I try to rotate, for example, this one. Okay, rotate. Okay. So is it possible to use washer methods? If I try to rotate like this way, means that I'm going to use the washer methods, but it works or not. So find the outer R and the inner R first. So can you find the outer R? Yes, you can do that for these questions because the outer R will be y equals x squared. Okay, and then the inner R, the smaller R, will be y equals 2x. Okay, so as long as you can find the outer R and the inner R, you can apply the washer methods. But you should know, you rotate like this way, right? Along the y direction, the rotation will be along the y direction. What does along the y direction mean? Means that your volume will be y because the area be accumulated along the y-axis. Okay? Right. So this will be the washer methods. So we can start from the washer methods. Okay. So for this case, you already find that outer R, the inner R. So just apply V equals pi outer R minus square minus inner R, then dy. Okay, so this is the washer method. Okay, all right. So you can see we can start from the so dy. So means that the result will be the answer for the B questions. dy. 没有？那不难。没有？你可以先举手，先站位，然后等一下那个我要英文哦，你不要再跟我讨教一下哦。
要一个下对不对？
好，那个谁，那个少辅你要哪一个？第一题啊，一题。
我这个
你要这题，那你们就第二题喽，满的，第一题满的。第二题好不好？记不出来吗？
Rotate about the x equals 1. And then first we need to find the radius. So radius will be 1 minus x, because when we are rotating we minus this part, and it is 1 minus x is the radius. And later we need to find the height. So the height will be using f of x functions minus x-axis. So the x-axis equals 0, and we can know the height. So this is height, and this is radius. And we use the method of cylindrical shell. So we submit this to height and h and r into this function. And
So we first think about the disk and washer method. But however, we can't find the outer radius and the inner radius. So we can't use this method. So maybe we should try the show method. And before we use the show method, we need to identify this hollow cylinder's volume. So the radius is y equals y minus 1, and the height is 4 minus f of y. And also 我在讲厚度，它的厚is thickness is dy. So the hollow cylinder we cut and we 展开 expand. So it will be the 长方体。
The idea behind these methods is we don't need to accumulate the cross-sectional area. Okay, we don't need to find the cross-sectional area. We don't need to accumulate. Okay, because for the disk or the washer methods, you need to find the cross-sectional area and then accumulate them, add up them. But for cylindrical shell, you just need to calculate the volume directly. Okay, so this will be the idea behind this method. 第一题就 A cube is the solid of the revolution. 已经有人举手，就是举手来着，然后先来。
Its cube has square cross section, so it lacks the necessary rotational center. So it is not a solid of revolution.
OK. 我不知道。OK， 好，所以有听懂今天讲什么吗？啊，没有听懂。今天我讲慢一点，然后讲简单一点。
简单一点，就是
用英文啊。你刚才讲
因为 cube 有 square cross section， 就是那个 square， 对，然后呢，所以它不是完整的三角，所以它不是。
所以 solid of the revolution 我们目前选的是哪一种？截面是哪一种？
像是 sphere 也是 cos。
像 cone 不是 sphere， 不是啊，截面好，说截面。你是讲固体了，说截面。
好，因为它不是完整的三角。
对，然后它截面是什么？目前的截面都是什么？对啊，所以。
Okay, today we talk about two main things: slant, asymptotes, and derivatives. When a function minus a straight line equation gets very close to 0, this line is a slant asymptote. For rational functions, If a laboratory degree is one higher than a denominator degree, we can find the stand asymptotes by long division and checking whether the limit of the remainder is 0 or not. Derivatives show the slope of the tangent line or the rate of change at a point. If the limit exists, the function is differentiable there. Differentiable functions are always continuous, but continuous functions are not always differentiable. So we have to check that the left and right derivatives are equal. In physics, acceleration is the rate of change of velocity. The first derivative of velocity gives acceleration. Thank you.
这次有听懂没听懂？他们有没有听懂？没有，没有听懂。那你要慢一点点，慢一点。他们第一句话没有听懂，他们后面有听懂，但我觉得他们第一句话没听懂。再讲慢一点。
We observe that the volume is largest when the axis is farthest away. How can we using the washer method to explain this?
什么字不懂？哪一个字不懂？请问你的解释是什么？你听懂的解释是什么？你讲出来看是不是那个1号的？那个1号，给我听一下。然后
当 x 轴距离非常远。
对，然后所以
那要左右 washer method 去证明。
哎，1号，你的问题是不是这个？
对。
很棒啊，很棒啊！
没有答案。
那你怎么证明？要不要讲一个？哦，Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the final class of this semester. Okay, so today is your show time. Okay, so you will have the mini PPL with the SDGs. Okay, so you should be able to connect the calculus to real life. Okay, this is what we are looking forward to seeing, listening to. So this will be today's agenda. So I will give you a short opening. And then Data will introduce your senior judges, okay? And then some reminder, a few reminders, okay? OK， 老师今天重金邀请是重金礼聘的3位你们的学姐哈，学长姐啊，他们都是大4的那个材料主修的那个学长姐 ，OK？ 然后这是我们历年来第一次啊，他们也是在讲，所以以前他们也都没有这样子的活动 ，OK？ 他们也很期待，也很紧张，好不好？不是只有你们期待跟紧张，他们也很期待跟紧张 ，OK？ 然后呢，来介绍一下他们，而且这个坐中间大位的先介绍啊，他叫立威 ，OK？ 然后立威哈，现在我刚才讲他们3个都是材料系的嘛，材料主修的，然后立威现在他已经推升上交大研究所，就是那个名称，然后国际半导体 OK 之类的 ，OK？ 他应该是非常的崇拜老师，所以要去老师的母校 OK？ 交大继续他的研究所的学业这样子，这是立威。Group 5? Now choose 1 or 2? 2. Okay. First one. 右庭。进。Okay. Okay, go.
Hello everyone, we are Group 5 and today we are going to talk, our topic is the sweet spot, which is about the problem of overfishing. And this is our teammates, and today we are going to use calculus to identify the maximum sustainable yield. And we are going to use the calculus concept of derivative optimization and the differential rule. And our whole topic is about the SDGs 14, which is about the life below water. And nowadays, 35% of the global fish stocks are unsustainable because of the tragedy of the common. And today we are going to talk about and how to know the limits or how many fish should we catch to contain the surrounding to become sustainable use. And we can have every year we can have a sustainable amount of fish to catch. And this is about the target of the SDG 14.4. And this is our model. And today we are going to use Schaeffer model and the logistic growth model. And Schaeffer model is about the rate of the change of the fish, dp dt must equals to the g of t minus c. And we let the d of p, dp dt equals to 0 to determine that we only catch the fish, only new growth. So we can get that g of t must equals to c. And then we want to find the g of t so that we can know how many fish we can catch.
I saw the carrying capacity is lower cas of Pm, but I don't see the lower cas of P anymore. So I think this is a little mistake, but it's not, it doesn't matter. And I just want to ask about how did you get your equation or your concept, your formula? How did you get it? Or how did you come up with this equation? Is your references or?
Yeah, from our reference.
Okay.
What do you mean by there's no PN?
Yeah, it's about the format. So the carrying capacity you say is lower cas of PM, but you use the upper cas. Yeah.
So I have this ground issue.
Yeah. So just notice next is.
Okay.
So imagine that you are a natural engineer and you need to analyze the MRT peak flow. So what tool will you use? It's calculus. So, and the problem is related to SDGs 11, the sustainable cities and communities. And we will use the three concepts. I will talk it later. And we need to talk about why MRT peak flow is important, because it determines the main thing, that is the head width. What is the head width? It means the time interval between the two trains. And after knowing the head width, it will reflect the urban commuting needs. And what is the aim of the SDGs 11? Is talk about the accessible transportation and also aim at reduce the congestion. So next we will talk about what concept we will use, what calculus concept we will use to analyze and predict and calculate. Yes.
Want to ask, there have other reasons why going to 100%? Well, it is bad for our battery.
Charging to 100% puts more stress on the battery, so it will age faster and gets hotter. So
let's use this method can use to many problems like other groups say measure ridership or some birth rates, death rates, or another environmental issue data. Can use this fundamental theorem to show that if the government's policy is effective. And so this is our takeaway sentence. Numbers reveal the truth. Calculus help us background it. This is our presentation. Thank you.
All right. Any questions? Oh, yeah.
Why is the summary
No, the audience first.
Okay.
What is the change of garbage is positive 90, the year of 90?
Because year of 90, it has a typhoon that generates a lot of garbage land before and after.
明确知道说，你的 x 轴代表什么，然后你的 y 轴代表什么，然后你的单位也都要标出来。然后资料来源也要非常清楚，然后最好是比较有公信力。
刚刚药物那一组，就是你们的药物的图表，它是只有一条线这样往下，但是其实药物在我们自己身体里面，它是比较像，有点像血糖这样，它会在一个范围里面，然后去进行波动，所以你要去看说你那个浓度的波动，可能不是只有在下降的那一个区间，就是这几个部分点都可以再考虑一下。
其实对，就是 slides 要求比较高的人啦，所以我觉得既然都要报告了，然后你们就是我看到蛮多组其实都是用手写在平板上面的那个公式，然后再截图下来。但其实以报告来讲，会这样选有点比较不专业，就是像
好来，你只要写数字就好了。Thanks for your hard work and thanks for you sharing your creativities and your courage. Okay, this is your first time to have the presentation on stage. Okay, so you will be. Everyone did a great job. So we still have participation award. Okay, 参加奖，每个人都有参加奖，好不好？那个谁，季婷，来，先发一个参加奖，那个。